All right, welcome to the relationship show. This one is on getting mixed signals. So this guy writes mixed signals at the second date, 24-year-old man with a 24-year-old woman. I need advice on how to move forward. So yesterday I had a second date with a 24-year-old woman at my place. We just had a good time chatting on the couch with some drinks, getting closer to each other over time. About 10 minutes before she had to leave, we have a curfew here. I felt confident enough to go in for the kiss. She returned the kiss, but it felt quite reluctant, even blocking me from kissing once. Yeah, so if you get rejected um, from the kiss, it's like you need to back off. And then what you probably did wrong was you didn't read her attraction level. So this guy probably doesn't know how to read like the body language signs that show that a woman is ready to be kissed or that she is attracted to you. So if you can recognize that, it's almost like it eliminates the risk. And that's why it's so important to recognize or at least have these skills of reading her body language as far as being attracted to you. So if she does reject you, so say you misread like her body language, didn't know how to read that, and basically just like blindly went in for a kiss, you get rejected, that's when you back off. And then when you back off and then she initiates some kind of contact, like she like holds your hand or at least brushes your hand or something like that, that's when you might like initiate physical contact, hold her hand or whatever, and then go in for the kiss again. She says, at the same time, she did grab me closer, so I thought she might like it. Yeah, so he got rejected. She brought him in closer, and then he kissed her. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it didn't take long because she had to leave. Now thinking back about it, I'm a little conflicted. I'm not sure if she was just shy or if she wasn't really comfortable and I overstepped my bounds. If it is the latter, I'd feel very bad about it and would certainly want to apologize. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'd apologize for a situation like this, especially apologize for being attracted to a woman. That's not a good way to go. You want to say, man, you're incredible. You're amazing. Look at your lips. You're beautiful. I mean, how could I not? That's a much more strong position than saying like, I'm so sorry that I could have tried that and be in like this fearful place. But also if you're unsure about, whether she's attracted to you or you have like this nervous feeling, which is might be what this guy, I mean, it seems like this guy's feeling is like this nervous feeling that he overstepped his bounds. If you're feeling that and a woman makes you feel that way, it's almost like you might just move on. You might move on to someone else because you want to choose women that have a high level of interest in you already. So if you can do that, then it's like, man, they make it easy. They make it, effortless. If you go in for a kiss, it's like in the moment, it's obvious that they're so attracted to you, and it's obvious that it's the right time to kiss her, and you have no resistance in the kiss, and you have a great time. Those are the women you really want to be with, not necessarily the ones that like reject you and then are kind of like, oh, I don't know, in this position like she's taking, which is like, I don't know, I'll read on here. On top of that, she doesn't really text. When I text her, she replies, but not much else. So he's in this chasing role, which isn't necessarily a good position if he's chasing her and she's not chasing him. He says, but I proposed a second date on a very open way, making sure she knew she could refuse. And that's not a position of strength either. And so if you're like, maybe if you wanted and you're not busy, then maybe we could, go on this date. But if you don't feel like that way, I would totally understand. That's probably what he kind of said. But she wanted to meet the next day right away. And then she says, again, not sure if she's shy or uncomfortable, maybe. But of course, you all can't answer that for me. You can't answer that for me. I was just wondering if you think I should just ask her straight up if she was uncomfortable? No, I wouldn't do that. I mean, that's like, instead, I mean, she wanted to see you the next day when you like presented some kind of offer. And so focus on just having a really good time in the present moment. Don't focus on the past and how you failed in the past. It's not a good way to go. And it basically just takes those uncomfortable emotions and puts them into the present moment. And it's like, just let that go. Have a great time in the moment. Show up, be present for her, have a great time. He says, or should I just let it be for now and see if she takes the initiative? Well, I would let it be for now, and then, but I wouldn't let her take the initiative, because it's like you're asking her to be in like the masculine role, and you're already doing things like chasing her, and then maybe you have, he says, maybe you have some other ideas as well. A little background, a little more background. She is a Chinese immigrant here. I was thinking perhaps that could explain shyness or being more conservative and letting me take the initiative. Well, maybe it might be the conservative thing or shyness or some kind of cultural thing, but the initiative, I mean, that's, I don't think so. I don't think that's like letting me take the initiative. That's kind of a natural thing for like the guy to initiate, make the move at least. But I don't know. Right before she left, she also said, I don't want to leave. But when I offered her to stay, she said, not this time. Today was mostly silence again from her side. Yeah, it's like, is it really fun? Is it fun to be around this woman? Is it, if you're like all worried because she's giving you like, she's saying one thing, she's like, well, I don't want to leave. And then you're like, okay, great, we'll stay. She's like, oh, I can't stay this time. But it's like, it's like, it's almost too much, at least confusion on her part. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, this guy, he's writing this because he doesn't know what's going on. And, it's probably not that fun for him. And so, I don't know. I'd probably just give her space, not really initiate with her anymore, and then just look for other women that have a higher level of attraction, or at least have some kind of like at least some kind of like stability as far as what they're saying, and not kind of like almost flaking out, but just almost like saying one thing. You don't know, this woman's like, you don't know if she says something, you don't know if she's actually being truthful to herself and what she's actually feeling. So I just move on and try to find something else with someone who has higher level of attraction.